What's going on, everybody? It's the Crazy Asian back again with another watch unboxing. This time I bought a Rolex from the Authorized Dealer in Portugal. Last time it was in Switzerland, this time it's in Portugal. And trust me, this is a crazy roller coaster story, so you're going to want to tune in. So, a bit of pretext. After my first Rolex purchase in Switzerland, I went to two different countries, UAE and Iceland. Both times I didn't have any Rolexes. Actually, Dubai had some Rolexes. They were only ladies models though, and it was actually more expensive than anywhere else in the world. I was like, I thought it was going to be cheap in Dubai, but it was actually more expensive. But this time, we're in Portugal. First city we land in is a place called Porto. This is not the capital. It's about 3 hours north of Lisbon. When we land, I tell my wife, let's go to the Rolex shop. Because the Rolex shop is usually located in a really nice area, right? So we're gonna walk past and see the tourist attractions. So it makes sense and make us both happy. So we start walking towards the Rolex shop, going past the tourist areas. We get into the Rolex shop, open, and I'm just like looking at the models. Salesperson comes, says, "Can I help you?" And I'm just like, "Well, do you have any stock?" And they're just like, "Nah, sorry, we don't have anything, haha." Right, yeah. So I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So we take a look, then we leave. Then we enjoy the day. Later on at nighttime, we walk into the supermarket and I see this other authorized dealer. I'm like, hey, there's another one over here. And it was closed. So I said to my wife, well, I want to go check it out later. Go to the supermarket and that's day one. Day two, we go to this other city called Braga. When we get off the bus at Braga, first stop, you know what it is, the Rolex shop. So we go through the main strip, get to the Rolex shop. Guy opens the door and I'm just taking a look. He offers help. I say, do you have anything? And he's like, I'm sorry, can't help you. Yeah. But he was nice enough to let me and my wife try on some new models. I tried a Datejust green one and my wife tried like a diamonds ladies Datejust. So whatever, they don't have any stock as usual. Nothing surprising. Third day, we are walking around Porto again. We're on the way to the other authorized dealer we saw at nighttime. But my wife didn't feel too good, so she went back to the hotel and I'm like, whatever, I'll just get some food. So I'm walking to a restaurant, but then I'm thinking, I just want to go check out that authorized dealer, right? I just want to check it out, no harm. So I start walking towards the authorized dealer. All right, so this is the Rolex store I visited yesterday in Porto, Portugal. Get in. This one's a quite big one. Sales lady comes in again. She's like, "Oh, are you looking for anything in particular?" By now, I'm just like, "Look, nothing's in stock." So I say, "Rolex," and she's like, "Yeah, it's unlikely." I'm like, "Yeah, fair enough." So I walk around the AD. I walk to VC to look at their watches. They don't have any stock of that. Then I walk to Hublot. I obviously don't buy that one. I walk back into the Rolex section. I'm looking at this Deep Sea. I turn to her and say, "So you don't have anything in stock?" And she's like, "Well, we have these ones. These are unisex." So she shows me the three watches that might be in stock. She says, "We definitely have the one on right in stock, but the one in the middle, I'm gonna have to check for you." I look at the watches. The one in the middle looked quite nice, and then I looked at the price, which didn't look nice. 70,000 euros. And I'm just like immediately, fuck that. Like I'm not spending 70,000 euros on a watch. But then I go on Chrono24, start checking the prices. 90,000, like just for resale. Out of curiosity, I'm just curious, right? I check the prices, $90,000 to $130,000 resale. I'm like, okay. She turns to me and says, "Do you want to try it on?" And I'm like, why not? Like, just trying it on, no harm done. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. 70,000 euros, I'm not gonna buy it, no harm done. Let's just try it on, see how it fits. She's like, "Do you want some water?" I'm like, "No." Sit down, try on the watch, and it felt absolutely amazing. It fits me perfectly. And it was just so beautiful, like in the light, the AD showroom light just looks so nice. And I'm like, "So this is not in stock?" And she's like, "Well, I can check for you." And I'm like, all right, sure. Now she's taking time. She's out there making phone calls. And I'm just like thinking, hang on, like, am I actually like gonna buy it? Now I'm like on the fence now. I checked the conversion, 70,000 euros is 113,000 Australian dollars. I'm like, oh my God, like 113,000 dollars on a watch? And I'm like, okay, I don't know, like, I'm now like my mind is just like a bit blank because I really don't know what's happening. She comes back and says, well, we have it in stock, do you want it? At that moment, I'm like, I don't know, like my mind just went blank. I just said, okay. And then she goes, okay, sure. And then she's like preparing things and I'm just like, hey, hang on, wait, I need a moment. Like I'm feeling really nervous right now. My hands were like sweaty and I said like, maybe I need to like call my wife or something. I just need to talk about it. She's like, okay, we'll give you enough time. And I said, yes. And I also want that water now. So she goes, okay, no problem. She gets me that water, pours me a cup and I'm just like, just chilling for a while. Like, do I really need this watch? Will this watch make me happy? How long would it take for me to make this money back? What is the meaning of life? Like, I just had a million calculations going on in my head, like, about this watch. Like, should or shouldn't I? Like, all the pros and cons, right? Like the devil and angel on my shoulder. And in the end, she's like, well, your decision time. And I'm like, okay. So then what I had to do was I had to transfer the money into one of my card accounts, right? I did that and she put in 70,000 euros on the terminal. I put in my card, press enter, and it declines. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, thank God I don't have to go through with it. But in my face, I'm like, oh, I couldn't buy it. And she's like, oh, what happened? I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Like, look, I've got enough money in my account. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, and I'm just like, oh, I really wanted it. And she's like, well, do you have any other cards? And I'm like, well, I have an American Express, but that has a 3% international transaction fee. Can you reduce it by 3%? She's like, sorry, I can't help you there. And then she's like, well, do you want to do a bank transfer? And I'm like, oh, I'm leaving tomorrow, even though I'm leaving in 2 days. I tell her I'm leaving tomorrow. Because I'm just like trying to find a way out now. And then she goes, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a beautiful watch. I really wanted it. Then she says, do you want to try again? And I'm like, all right. I look at my mobile phone and the amount is still pending for the transfer. Pull out my credit card, try again, 70,000 euros, enter. And when I press enter, a moment later, my phone buzzed, 70,000 euros spent at like Portugal, like the Rolex AD. I'm like, oh my God, did I just do this? And she's like, congratulations. Another salesperson walks past and is like, goodbye, goodbye. And I'm just like, oh man, what the hell?
Congratulations, mate.
So that's what happened. They fitted the watch on. After they put the watch on, I had to walk back to the hotel. I hid it under my sleeve because I just did not want to walk around with $113,000 on my wrist, like just on broad daylight like that. But here it is. I want to show you what I got. This is the Rolex Day Date 36 on an Everrose presidential bracelet with a diamond paved face and rainbow baguette dial. You know, I went to Europe for the first time in 2011. I saw a Patek. I didn't even know it was a Patek, but it was 40,000 euros. And in my head, I was thinking, what madman would spend 40,000 euros on a watch? Like, that is insane. 12 years later, I'm the madman with a 70,000 euro watch. I don't know if I'll keep it. My wife wants me to keep it. She loves it, but you know, like we'll see how my circumstances go. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that story. Subscribe for more. Maybe you want to donate to me now or something. I'll catch you all next time. Rolex-coaster story